What's going on, boys? No Guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video, I'm going to go some of the meta gem cards that you can get for a couple of K when the game comes out. These are going to be meta centre backs that you can use straight into your team that will probably last you all the way until the end of the year. So these are going to be some of the top tier cards. I also have like the small range, like under 4K, 5K, and then some like 10K top tier cards. And I'll also go through the links as well. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. So Koundé, I think that's how you say his name, is going to be a top player. The reason why is because he's 5'10", he's got good links, but also he's got really good pace, he's got good defending, and he's got good physicality. Now, jumping is important. Last year, jumping wasn't so much important because FIFA 20, they nerfed crosses, if anything. We don't know FIFA 21 coming up. The last thing you want to do is take a risk by getting someone who's too short in defense, and you're going to get killed with crosses down the wing every single time. Someone like Koundé is a very good option. Good reactions, good stand tackling, good jumping, good sprint speed, good pace overall. A very good card, and he's 5'10", so a decent height. The main thing is though is that he's French and he's in La Liga, so you can get loads. You can link him, for example, to Sissoko in CDM. You can get him with, for example, left back Mendy and Koundé together. You can get something like Lucas Hernandez next to him, Areola in goal. So using a French player opens up a lot of probabilities of actually creating some good combinations. So definitely get someone like Koundé in your team. A very good team, under 80 rated, so definitely be under about 2-3K region. The next card I want to go for is Clinton Mata. Now, this card I think will be under 1K. The reason why is he's a top tier card, but he's from Angola, and unfortunately he plays in the Belgium league. Now, there's not that many good links, I won't lie. But if you can somehow get him on 8 chemistry, he'll be a very good card for under 1K. Even on a sub bench, if you just use him on a sub bench on 5 chemistry, I think he'll be a really good card. What makes him stand out the most is that 87 agility. Agility balance is still as important for defending, especially using the running jockey. The faster the pace you have and the better agility and balance you have, the better the player can turn. So if your opponent has got Messi on the ball and he's dribbling outside the box, the better agility and balance you have, the better you can keep up and turn with the ball. So it's very, very important. He's got pretty decent stats, and he's got really good jumping, 89 jumping and 5'11". So if you do get a red card, he's a sub you want on your bench to bring on. Even slap him in CDM. He's actually got decent short pass. You didn't even slap him in CDM, to be honest, to get the job done, lock the game out. So most definitely a good card. Definitely be under 1K. If you can, try to get him on an anchor. But most definitely a very good card to look at. And of course, that sprint speed really excels him. Now, of course, you have someone like Akanji, a top tier player. He was very much a meta card for the past 3 years. So there is a chance that his price could be high. You know, he's 6'2", beast in the air, medium. Good jumping, good stand tackling, good sprint speed. The key 3 stats you want. The magic 3, the sprint speed, the stand tackling, and the jumping. Those are the key stats you're going to be using the most. Don't forget, acceleration is 73, but it's not the end of the world because most of the time you're going to be running at top speed. If you have 99 acceleration, yes, you can reach a top speed faster, but you need to be able to run. If someone does a through ball in behind, what's going to save you? Not acceleration. Top speed is going to save you because when the through ball is given in behind, the faster you can run in front of your opponent and get the ball back. The sprint speed is really, really important for some of these cards. That's why they'll last you all the way until January. Some will even last you until March next year, towards the end of the year, towards team of the season. So a very good card, I would say. Bundesliga as well, she's got very good links. So obviously Bundesliga, who's the best person you can link to? It's Klossman. Now, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this card. Everyone is raving on about this card. This card should be the go-to card you should try to get. There is no doubt it will be price hiked. Every single person, every single Tom, Dick, Harry and Jessica knows about this card. You go on Instagram, you'll see this on every post you see on every YouTube video. So it's going to be expensive. 6'2", beast in the air, 81 stand tackling, 81 reactions as well, 88 sprint speed and 82 jumping. This is probably a god tier card, and what makes it worse is got the 84 defense awareness. Now, if this card was in the Premier League, he would most definitely be about 50k, no joke. Probably would be one of the best centre backs in the game. It doesn't matter about this rating over here. It doesn't matter that someone else is higher than him. It's a simple fact that his in-game stats are extremely good. Now, him and Akanji together would be a good budget. If you can get Akanji for under 5k and Klossman under 10, I think that would be 2 very good budgets. I think Klossman probably ease out after the second week about 4k, and Akanji probably get for like 2-3k when the game comes out. The next card I want to go over is Lucas Hernandez. Now, Hernandez is what really opens up the set. Now, you can see, for example, 6 foot. He's obviously from Bundesliga as well, but he's French. We'll get on to that in a second, why it's really good. 85 reactions, can react very, very well. Good defensive awareness, good stand tackling. His defensive stats are all on the greens. Very good jumping, very good aggression. one of the most meta centre backs. He will not be cheap, this person. He will not be under 10k when the game comes out. Most definitely not one of the best centre backs. Even better than players like Laporte. Why? Because he has all the stats, defensive and physical and reactions, but he also has the pace. So that's why he will always be above the players who got semi-defending. You know, pace is the most important thing when you're defending. Now, if you link someone like Koundé, who plays in La Liga, and someone like Hernandez, you've got a good combination here. Because if you think about it, if you got Koundé on the cheapest, something like 1k, Hernandez on a 20k side, think about this combination, and you can put left back, you can put someone like Mendy, then you get Lucas Hernandez right back. You can even, for example, put Koundé, for example, as a right centre back. Get someone like Semedo, then you get someone like Areola in goal, who will give the yellow link to both Hernandez and Koundé. And then you get Mendy left back, you get Sissoko, CDM. This opens up such an array of options for you to use. Two French players. So these are two players that I most definitely aspire to try and get. Moving on from that, we're going to go for a player that is probably going to be very expensive, I won't lie. Joe Gomez, a top tier centre back. Very, very good. Look, Virgil van Dijk and him is going to be. Look, this is the meta centre back to buy. If there's one centre back to buy, this is most definitely the guy to buy. You can see this guy. There's no need to speak about him. 6'2", absolute giant. 83 reactions, amazing sprint speed, amazing interceptions, defensive awareness, stand tackling, and slide tackling. The jumping isn't the best, but it's not the end of the world, to be honest. He's still got very good. I'll definitely go towards a sentinel or an anchor on him, just because he's got that sprint speed already. Probably say an anchor, because anchor will be just a bit of a balance. So that's one thing that I would say most definitely. But as you can see, digression as well, a top tier player. Listen, everyone's going to be going for this card. The fact that he's 83 rated as well, he's going to be in everyone's team for a very long time. So it's going to be hard to find someone like him in the first couple of weeks for under 10k. You're looking about minimum 20k is what I'd say. But if you can try to get him cheap in the first couple of days, like when he's under 5k, or when he drops just before early access, when he starts to drop and he goes back up again, this would be a very, very good buy. So if you're going to build a Premier League team, this is one of the cards you should have in mind. Another cheaper option, you can go with something for like Ake, and Ake is obviously a very, very good card on the cheaper side. He does play for Man City now, but you can see, look, he's got the 88 jumping and he's got the good stand tackling. Because he plays for Man City, and obviously gives the perfect link to Van Aanholt, a green link to left back Van Aanholt, is going to be a bit problematic. So what you can do, for example, you can get even someone like Davinson Sanchez. Now, Davinson Sanchez has been one of the most meta cards year in, year out. He probably won't be worth that much because people see, oh, 74 pace, and he's not even a rare gold anymore. But that's the secret. It doesn't matter because his sprint speed is really good. You slap an anchor on him and he can just be a cheap version. So if you want someone like Davinson Sanchez under 2k, he's definitely a card to go with. One of the last cards I wanted to go for is Nacho Fernandez. Now, obviously he's Real Madrid, he's Spanish. Very good sprint speed, good links, good stand tackling, good slide tackling, decent defensive awareness, and he's got the jumping, and he's 5'11". He does have the 4-star weak foot as well, so he can distribute the ball. But again, you could always go for someone like, you can go, okay, I get someone like Koundé, and then maybe you could think, okay, maybe you can't, for example, afford someone like Davinson Sanchez, or someone like Hernandez, Lucas Hernandez straight away. You can go to someone like Fernandez and someone like Koundé. Then once you have enough money, you can then upgrade those players respectively. So those are going to be very, very good options that you can go for. So if you are looking for someone on a budget, I would say definitely go for Koundé. I'll say if you can get these, I would say start off, if you can somehow get both Klossman and Akanji, that's the two I'll be realistically looking for. Then if you can, for example, create some perfect links and maybe get in Babu and stuff like that in right back with Akanji, then if you can put Klossman on the left hand side, that left centre back, and try to build up that way, then long term, if you can then change to Lucas Hernandez and then go someone like Koundé, I think there'll be two very good options. But anyway, that's just my tips on the top centre backs to use. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, boys.